Yeah, Thasmin has been sort of a thing. I'm just gonna say it's been sort of queer baiting, really. Especially in Arachnids in the UK when Yaz's mum asks Yaz if she and the Doctor are dating, and then asks if she and Ryan are dating, and then she sort of gives an ambivalent response to either. Really.
Yeah.
And then I guess the biggest one hint is in Haunting of Villa Diodati. Anyway, she's talking to her and she feels jealous, and then she asks Yaz if there's someone in her life who sort of means the same, and then she sort of responds ambiguously, but we kind of know who she's talking about.
You see, I kind of like that though, because with Martha, it was obviously that she fancied the Doctor, and the Doctor just blanked her completely. And that kind of feels
that didn't work as well because it was tethered to Rose as well.
Yeah, when he was just moping about Rose the entire time, and just, God, get a grip. You've lost so many companions at this point.
You kind of hate the Doctor for that.
Yeah. But I don't know, I guess it kind of was a different dynamic, and I kind of enjoyed it from that angle.
Next point. You sort of mentioned it earlier. Doctor Light and or Companion Light episodes.
Ooh, Doctor Light, that would be quite nice to have.
Yeah, because you have a Doctor Light, then you can focus on the companions during the story. Just we haven't had them at all in this era, have we?
No. We've not really had any forward planning in this era, right?
Have we had Companion Light episodes?
No, we don't have anything like that. It's always been an ensemble for everything.
I mean, Can You Hear Me was sort of... They make you sort of, for a little bit, when the Doctor goes to Syria on her own, you sort of think for a bit that maybe it would be Companion Light. I think if you're going to do something with Dan and Yaz, you got to have at least sort of one Doctor Light episode, or at least a portion of an episode that is completely Doctor Light. The Doctor sort of goes away, the companions have to fend for themselves, or something. They have to rescue the Doctor, perhaps.
And if we're talking about points, I've kind of run out now, because they were kind of like the main ones that I had. But
okay.
I will happily discuss any ones you've got.
Okay, and the final point, the final thing I would like to see in Series 13 is Chibnall doubles down on the Timeless Child storyline.
What, he goes full on?
Yes. He doesn't back down just because there's been backlash. I want him to just go. He's done it now. Let's just tell the story.
Don't do a Victory of the Daleks where you introduce something, well, in my opinion, awesome, and then then you go, oh, we screwed up. Let's not explore it at all. We were wrong.
I think a more recent example would be the newest Star Wars trilogy. How they kind of flipped between what they wanted to do, and then in the end they just...
Let's bring the Emperor back. Why? Why did you do that? Why could we not just focus on these new characters?
In the end, it sort of it gave in to the fan backlash, didn't it? And that's what I don't want Chibnall to do. I want him to tell the story he originally wanted to tell.
So my number 4 point would be, don't do a Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Don't do it right. Yeah, just don't do that.
So like that, I guess that would mean either we see a return of Joe and Martin as the Doctor, or just like get introduced to more timeless Doctors.
I'm just remembering Harry's Moving Castle, whatever the channel's called now, is Timeless Children video. When Ruth shows up, Jodie says, "Oh, what's going on?" And Ruth goes, "Oh, I don't know, love." And that's very much just what happens in the episode. It's like, I don't know why I'm here. I just am. And it would be nice if Ruth came back, because I actually really like her Doctor. And please be the 14th.
Yeah, Joe Brennan, he also did a video about the Timeless Children. He pointed out something quite shocking, really, about how the fugitive Doctor, the Ruth Doctor, whatever, has been used. Sort of a trope of a black person coming in as a sort of wise person, advisor, only showing up when it's convenient to teach the main character a lesson. And that's basically all she does in the Timeless Children. and yeah, I hope she gets some sort of cool storyline in series 13, or at least another Doctor does. Maybe
don't over dilute it. Work with what you have.
True.
Work with what you have.
Maybe though that this new character played by Jacob Anderson, maybe he's a
doctor. Yeah,
could be a doctor.
Who knows?
Dan could be a doctor.
See, that would be a good twist though, because you remember when Rory, I think the rumours started off about him.
Yeah, that he was the master.
Now that was a bit far fetched. That was a bit silly, but I could buy Dan being the Doctor, kind of him being undercover, or I get a bit fed up with the not knowing that the Doctor thing, because we did that in Human Nature and we did that with the Ruth Doctor.
Yeah.
It'd be quite nice if he actually knew that he was the Doctor, and for whatever reason think of an idea, Chibnall. I know that's asking a bit too much from you, but yeah, have a good reason for him being possibly a Doctor. That would be quite interesting.
But really, we want John Martin back.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. Well, what are we thinking of Dan then? What are we thinking that they're going to actually do with Dan? Because from the trailer, I didn't really get much other than he fell from a height.
He fell.
Yeah.
He just fell. I don't know. I don't really care because all I know is that the behind the scenes content with John Bishop will be amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's true. We have that to be grateful for, I guess.
He was on the Graham Norton show and he said he accidentally revealed to like this Zoom webinar of people that Dan was from Liverpool, and he got into trouble for it, and he apologized obviously, but it was also like, listen to my voice, where else is it going to be from?
Yeah.
I don't think he'll sound that much different from the real person, to be honest.
No. I also don't really think it's entirely as important, because if he's from Liverpool, what are they really going to do with that concept? I like to take trips on the Merseyside, mate, and like footy, mate. And I'm like, okay. Do you think he's going to like football or not? Probably will.
Oh god, somebody suggested that Chibnall do I don't remember where it was, the football stadium that got so overpacked.
Oh yeah, the Hillsborough.
The Hillsborough.
One,
yeah. God, somebody suggested that Chibnall do a Hillsborough episode.
No, don't do that. Too sensitive.
No. Do you think it's reasonable to suggest that maybe he's just there to sort of replace Bradley Walsh?
That's exactly what I thought.
As the comedy older person.
Which I'm obviously not really against the idea.
Of course, the same context won't be there because, as far as we know, he's not like a granddad or anything.
He's not a granddad, and
so
we don't know whether
he's not going to act
or
like
anything,
a granddad or anything. Yeah.
We don't know anything yet. All we know that is, I was about to say John Richardson, but could you imagine John Richardson? Doctor Who? I can't. He's not an actor.
That trailer was so non-specific. It should have told us something about Dan.
I mean, I'd love to have a complete rant about how much I dislike the marketing for Doctor Who anyway. About how for the trailers they go, oh hi, I'm a person, and we go on adventures. Like, oh, that's really hooked me in. Well, the thing that actually hooked me in to this series, the reason I actually give a little bit of a shit now, was what we talked about earlier, the fact that Chibnall's doing an arc throughout the entire series. Because that's something that I've been clamouring for a while. And obviously they're going to be doing, was it 2 or 3 specials in 2022? To round off my point, I'm excited to see what they do with the formula, because obviously I made the video, the infamous one of everyone thinking, oh my god, it's going to be a Chibnall hating video, I want to watch this, and no, I basically talked about how the formula was fucked and just boring and tired, so I'm glad that they're doing something different. It's just a matter of what happens afterwards as well, after series 13 things, like will they give it a rest and give it a massive resurgence? I would like that to happen, but that's a topic for another video. So
what are we expecting from like the specials in 2022? Because there'll be like an extension of series 13.
Not much, judging by Chibnall's previous specials.
I mean, do you think they'll pick up like the Master and the Cyber Time Lords?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Dewan's portrayal. I think it's way too much Heath Ledger ripoff.